Hi everyone, welcome back to Mina's Corner. So chin chin is one thing that I always make sure to make during Eid. So here is a list of ingredients that you'll be needing. You'll need baking powder, you'll need condensed milk, you'll need salt, and you'll need vanilla, sugar, or vanilla extract. Whichever you have at hand, you can make use of it. You will also need two eggs and about 200 grams of butter. So, and then you'll need the flour. Here is 1.5 kg, 1.5 kilogram of flour. So I'm just adding in the baking powder and the salt, which I used half a teaspoon. Then I added in the vanilla sugar, which was 1 tablespoon, and then I added in 1 cup of sugar to the 1.5 kilogram of flour, all-purpose flour. Then I just go ahead to mix the whole thing up to combine thoroughly. Then I'll add in the butter, which is 200 grams, and then just mix the whole thing until it forms a wet flour or a damp flour, something like that. Yeah, if you follow this recipe the way I have and the measurements the way I have made it, the chin chin is going to come out very well. Just follow it to the core. So now I'll add in the wet ingredients. I just made a hole in the center and then add in the wet ingredients, which is the condensed milk and the eggs. I used 300 grams of condensed milk here. So I'm just going to mix up the whole thing very well. Here you do some arm work, but if you have a standing mixer, you can go ahead and use it. It makes it much easier for you. So you add in water gradually. I used 1.5 cups of water, but I added it gradually because I don't want the dough to be too soft. This is the consistency that you are looking for. You want to mix until it forms something like this. I just went ahead to mix it thoroughly because I want the whole everything I've added to this batter to this dough to combine well. So I'll just clear up the surface area that I'm going to work on, clear the whole place, and then we'll go ahead to knead it further. Meanwhile, you don't want to over knead this because it's not a bread dough, but just to make sure that everything combines very well, then that's the reason for this. But if you're doing bread, then you have to mix it further, but that's not what we're going for. So at this point, it's very okay like this. I just went ahead to cover it. If you have a big surface area, you can roll out the whole dough, but if you don't, then you want to cut this into pieces and roll them out bit by bit. You want to roll this out to, let's say, 1/2 inch, not too thick and not too thin. Then after that, you're just going to go ahead and cut this just like what you see on the screen. You want to try as much as possible to make the sizes equal, because when you fry it, if the sizes are not equal, some will be much browner, or I don't know the English, sorry guys, but some will be darker than others. Basically, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Forgive me. So yeah, that's it. So we just want to cut this up. While I was doing that, I put some oil in the pan and allowed it to heat up. Well, if you want to test if the oil is hot enough, you just drop in one of the flour or the dough, and when it comes up to the surface of the oil, that will tell you that the oil is hot enough for you to add in the chin chin that you've cut up. So yeah, you want to be careful not to overfill the pan with the chin chin, because the chin chin is going to rise a little bit, so you want to be careful. And you're going to leave this to fry for say 10 minutes, but you have to check it to make sure it's not burning. You want to also be careful not to always turn this so that it doesn't break or spoil the oil, basically. Yeah, this is the first batch and it's ready. This is the color it has, and you can decide to make it darker if you wish. It all depends on your preference, but this is okay as it is for me. So you just want to take this out. You want to put it in a paper towel or a sieve, just like this, so that the oil can drain out. And this happened suddenly after a while. I don't know, this does not usually happen, but if that happens, then you want to be around so that it doesn't spill over the stove top. And this was the final result, guys. This chin chin is perfect, trust me. You want to give it a try. So you can have this with tea or whatever you like. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a comment in the comment section down below. Bye.